on it.
Hey, what's up, people? Cine Sports Talk right back at you. More content than you've seen from us in a long time. We even got Jader here, but we'll get introductions there in a second. Uh, a lot of stuff going on. Coronavirus is kind of ruling the world along with the Tiger King, and we'll touch on that. Not all of us have seen Tiger King yet. But I do want to first start off with the couple of guys who have not been on this show yet, and that is Arick to my double left. How's it going? What are you doing,
everybody?
What are you doing here? If you guys don't know who Arick is joined us quite a few months ago now, and he is part of the Just Too Sweet show, the wrestling show. Along with Tim and Hollywood Dave, and Bert has started to join that also on Tuesdays. So we got a show coming tomorrow night, right, boys?
Absolutely.
Yes, we do.
Right. Yes, sir. Arick, what are you doing during this coronavirus stuff?
Well, I'm considered, I guess, I'm an essential employee. I am a manager of a grocery store.
Oh, you are super essential.
I'm at the I'm right on the ground, man, and I'm going to tell you something. It's scarier than you think. But I'm doing basically I go to outside vendors to get stuff in that I normally don't go to so I can have supplies available to people. So that's taking up a lot of my time. But other than that, we do the show here. I sit here with my cat.
And the bat, right?
And I got a bat in a window over here somewhere. And I got a crazy. Now, guys, listen. I live in a 4 apartment house. There's 4 apartments here, and they're all occupied by women that are in their. One's in their 50s, the other 2 in their 30s. And it is an estrogen nightmare. Okay. Like, they're great. And they take good care of me. But I can only listen to that Hindi with the symbols on your fingers music and like smell that sage. So I can't do it, man. It's like, I
they got to get the corona out.
I wonder if that's saving me. I don't know.
I think it is.
Now you gotta kill that bat. Kill that bat for what's going on in the world.
Oh yeah, that's son of a bitch. Son of a bitch bat, man.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. It probably started here, didn't it? Is it my fault?
Hey, very, very important question for you, Arick. Can you get Bert some toilet paper?
Bert, I can get you toilet paper, my friend.
There we go.
I'm the guy that can get it for you.
All right. So that's Arick. You guys all know Tim. Tim's been on every single show that we've been doing the last couple of weeks. Bert as well. And Jader, right beneath me, supposedly, is the very first infected Cine Sports Talk member.
How did you guys not fucking add on? That was total bullshit.
You got Scott big time.
I know, for sure. I know. I actually while I was typing, I'm like, this is going too far. They're actually, I'm like, I gotta stop these bullshit. No, I did get tested. Everything was true until me being positive. Like they actually, I honestly was quarantined until 2 days ago when they called me and told me that I was negative. It took about a week and 3 days for them to tell me. But I honestly didn't feel bad. It was mostly my aunt that she was like, you need to go get checked, even if because again, I came back from California where it was supposedly like the worst. And and I woke up with a really bad sore throat. And she works for the Florida Health Department. She got me a little VIP entrance to get the test done. But it's actually pretty insane how they do that test, man. They don't do it indoors. It's funny because they were, doing the procedures with the ear and the mouth thing or whatever. And then once they're like, all right, we're going to do the test, they take you outside. So they took me to this alley, right? And she's dressed like in a complete like hazmat suit. So when I go to the alley, I didn't know. I thought they took the test like inside the facility, inside the urgent care. but they don't. They take you outside. So as soon as I go outside, it's just her and me next to a garbage can. And I'm like, are you going to fucking shoot me? Is this how we're going to take care of this? Sorry, with you, but yeah. But yeah, no, they the first part of the test, they get a swab, and they swab your nose and makes you want to sneeze. The second one is they swab your throat. And then the third part of the test is they stick some crap, like a really thin, they put in some liquid, some like yellow orangey liquid, and they stick it so far. I felt like it was gonna touch my brain. And they swab it while it's up in your nose for like 10 seconds, I want to say. And then they tell you to go home, and you can't, you're quarantined until you get your results. And even when I got my results, which was on Saturday, they told me that I still had to stay quarantined for 7 days if after I'm symptom free. So,
wow.
Yep. Yeah. Pretty insane. But I mean, thank God I don't have anything. Actually, I'm not considered in for T-Mobile, but they're still paying us. So pretty good. It's pretty awesome that they're paying us. I think so far until mid-May. If we don't want to work, we have the choice of going to work. If we go to work, we get paid time and a half. And commission, obviously. If we don't, we get 30 hours paid plus commission, plus an average of whatever your commission check is. They'll from the 6 months that you work, they'll average out 6 months of commission, and that's what you get.
Wow.
So I thought that was pretty
that's good.
Pretty cool. But I've been home. I've been watching movies and drinking a shitload of whiskey. So
That stressed me out. Right, that stressed me out right there. I don't know, Jader, if you've not met Tim, on one of these shows, but Tim's up in New York, and he is an essential. So Tim is, dealing with the shit up in New York City.
That's crazy.
Let me tell you a quick story, because I mentioned it on my page, whatever, about now you got the homeless problem. They've taken over the subways. They completely taken over. So, Arick, you remember you got off the train, the M train, is the last stop, right?
Fresh Pond?
Yeah. No, Metro. Don't do that Fresh Pond shit again. Last time
I got it in my head. I got to get it out.
So I get on the train this morning. I should have videotaped. Tomorrow I'm going to video it and prove to the world that I'm not lying. This is no exaggeration. So it's the first stop. The train's going straight ahead. So I start the last car. Last car, homeless person. Next car, 2 homeless people.
Did we lose Tim?
Next car, it looked like a freaking convention. It looked like a Woodstock convention in there. They had tents up almost in there. And then the next car, there was a dude hanging up.
Hey, it's David.
Laundry. He had his laundry all over the railings and all over the seats. This is what I'm dealing with. I had to go all the way to the first car of this train to get
What an idiot.
Person in it. So right now, I'm more scared of that than I am of this goddamn virus.
Wow,
man, that's crazy.
It's horrible. It's a horrible situation right now.
Hey, really look who just joined us fashionably late.
He's always late,
of course. Wouldn't be me if I
wasn't. Dave has joined us. So we got our first ever 6-man episode, a 6-man show here. Who is 6-pack challenge? Who here has seen Tiger King? Show of hands. Just me and Bert? Okay. So I don't know if this is something that I want to recommend to anybody, because it's just like every minute of every episode that goes by, I'm like, why am I still watching this?
I heard it.
And I looked at my wife after the second episode, and I said, I don't know if I could do this. And she said, well, we got to finish it. There's only 7 episodes. I was like, oh, okay. And then my sister-in-law said it gets better. I don't know if it got better. It did dive a little bit more deeper into the situation. But I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But if you're gonna watch it, check it out. Let's do a show about it later this week or next week, and talk about the insanity that was going on there. I'm just trying to look through some of the different news that came in today. John Krasinski started up a new show on YouTube. He's our direct competition, so don't go over there. You're watching this right here. He started up a new YouTube channel. It's dedicated to good news through what David. I don't know what David's doing, but
Who knows what David's doing?
He's not wearing his car.
he's definitely not wiring the car. But he's going to do like a good news show throughout the coronavirus thing, and his first guest was Steve Carell. So for you Office fans,
Yeah, it was
out there.
awesome actually. It was they were talking about this because it kind of landed on the 15-year anniversary of The Office, so that was his first guest. So
I just finished
Really
the
dope.
episode today that where Michael Scott's last episode. Just finished it today.
It goes like
Nice.
this from there.
You can pretty much skip to the last season now.
Yeah, you can. The last episode of the last season, really.
His last show didn't make me cry that much.
Now skip to the last season now because now you're just gonna get annoyed.
I would.
Yeah, that shark got jumped, bro.
Hello?
Yeah, we're still here, Jader.
Yeah.
He looks super confused.
David,
Yeah,
are you
no,
on
no,
Mars
it
or what?
completely froze on me right now. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? Now I see everybody. All right, cool. We're good. We're
All right,
good.
that's good.
Doesn't David look like he's on the ISF or something? Like,
I don't know. David's in his car. He's gonna get a
He's on a
DUI while
stakeout.
doing the show. Yeah, are we gonna? Can you get that recorded?
that would be awesome.
He's in the
It'll be
driver's
live.
seat, drinking a Corona beer in the driver's seat.
That'd be so awesome.
I'll make sure it's live. We get this on for the fans.
Please. Look. All right, look. Real quick before we get started on anything else, I wanted to talk through. We have the March Madness polls up today. The latest round is a round of 32. We went through the entire round, the playing round and the first round over the weekend with Kyle, who is, we wish him the best. But, when you order out during the coronavirus
Hope you feel better,
era,
Kyle.
you're going to get food poisoning. It's going to happen.
I accidentally almost said R.I.P. Kyle. That was the fucking worst. Feel better, Kyle. Feel better.
All right. So for those of you who have not voted yet, go ahead and get your votes in before Kyle just rips down the polls because he's just not feeling well. He's having a day. But so there's 4 matchups right now. The first matchup was Tom Hanks and Al Pacino, and Tom Hanks is ripping Pacino a new one, 34-14 so far. Look at
I was
David.
gonna go change my vote,
Come
but I
on,
noticed
guys.
that it wouldn't have made a difference.
So Tim.
Every vote counts. Come on, guys.
He's trying to whip up the votes. He's on the Senate floor. Tim voted for Pacino because he was way well behind.
He deserves way more than that. I mean, come on. Look, I love Tom Hanks. I'm not against Tom Hanks. Look, this is a no-lose situation. I love both of those guys, but I mean, come on. It's freaking Don Corleone. He deserves a little more respect than that.
A little bit more respect,
Tony
absolutely.
Montana.
Tony Montana.
Please.
Hey, Arick, did you vote on this yet?
What?
I didn't, but I'll cast my absentee ballot if you'd like me to.
Yeah, give us your Tom Hanks versus Al Pacino. Who would you take there?
It's
I
a
like
hard
bosom-
one. That's
I like
literally the
bosom
hardest
buddy
one
Tom
so
Hanks,
far,
man.
in my opinion.
That's what she said.
I like bosom buddy Tom Hanks. Okay, I do. But like, I can't vote against Al Pacino, man. He played. You guys see Dick Tracy? Come on, that was great. That was great.
Balls Mahoney, that's his name?
But yeah,
Oh,
Mahoney.
Big Balls.
Big boy Caprice. Big boy Caprice.
Yeah.
Dick Tracy. I'm gonna go with. I gotta go with Pacino. I have to.
Yes.
I have to.
This is one of those that Eric can he can vote for Pacino and then go Tom Hanks is winning anyway. So yeah, either way. The next one was Christian Bale. He is doubling up Woody Harrelson right now, and we kind of expected that, and that's why I voted Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I wanted to vote Harrelson really bad, but I think my binging of quarantine films, I actually saw The Fighter, which I had never seen. And I saw 310 to Yuma like 2 days ago, so that's why I went Bale instead of Harrelson, because I saw those two movies and I'm like, bro, he's so great in them. Oh, and Tim, I saw The Prestige. I saw The Prestige as well.
No, you just bailed it out, huh?
First time?
Prestige,
Yeah.
Prestige is great.
Tim had a good point in the show that we did over the weekend, that whatever's fresh in your mind, if it's a close matchup, that's who you're going to go with.
Yeah.
And he didn't wear hockey pads in the other movies, right?
I mean, not Zombieland. I saw Money Train, but The Fighter and Prestige and 310, I'll definitely outweigh that one.
Like if you would have watched White Man Can't Jump, you
White
would have
Man
went
Can't
Woody.
Jump.
I fucking love White Man Can't Jump. I've seen that movie countless times. Absolutely. And you know which one? What he doesn't, because it's a cameo, but it's so great. I loved him in Anger Management. He was fantastic. That cameo in Anger Management is so great.
People forget about that.
How about The Cowboy Way with Kiefer Sutherland? Come on.
Sutherland, yeah, man.
Jack Bauer. Jack Bauer. All right, so and then onto the women's side, Tim's favorite, Brie Larson, is getting stomped right now by Natalie Portman. Tim hates Brie Larson. The white bread of
the Wonder Bread.
She's
Wonder
white
bread.
bread, no crust. Not even crust on her. Just white bread.
I got to agree with that.
She's
I
like
wasn't
stale
honestly a big fan
Daisy
of
bread.
either.
I can't say that I hate her or anything. I don't care for her. I liked her in Room. I thought she was great in that. But that was it.
But for the most part, she's just meh. She's okay. Yeah. So it's like you don't hate her. You don't. It's just she's just there.
She's just there.
She's boring. I just think she's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 33-7 right now. And then
Natalie Portman is definitely better in all aspects. So.
All right. Then the last one for today was for the round of 32 for today was Meryl Streep versus Judi Dench, and Judi Dench is getting a whooping.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
A lot of blowouts here today. Woody Harrelson, that was the closest of all of the trail runners there.
Wow.
Don't sleep on Pacino.
Nah, Pacino's done. Pacino's out. I hate to say it. I love Pacino. See, like David is. You push and you push and push. I don't want to say anything negative about Pacino. I'm not going to do it. You're not going to make me do it.
On any given Sunday.
It's a Monday though, so that's where the problem goes. All right, look, I do want to, because we haven't done this on this show yet, I do want to plug Brooklyn Water Coffee, especially all of us that are stuck at home. I'm a non-essential for the moment, but Brooklyn Water Coffee right here, jacked up cupcake, ton of different flavors. I always get unfocused. There we go. Dark chocolate, dark roast dark chocolate is my favorite. I know you up there, Arick, big coffee drinker. I'm not sure if you tried Brooklyn Water Coffee yet, but you got to if you haven't yet. The new promo code. Got a new promo code right for the time that we're in right now. It's all capital letters, stay home. You buy 2, you get 1 free. Brooklyn Water Coffee from cinesportstalk.com. They even have jacked up cupcake is one where it's more caffeine. Morning Wood, which is me and Jader. Morning Wood is our favorite. That's got double the caffeine in there too, and all the flavors are great. And like Keith from the Put in the Book show says, he doesn't do creamer, he doesn't do any sugar, so the flavors are more important to him. So if you're big on flavors, I don't know where Bert just went. We're having a live show here. This is like
bro.
It's like Kings of Comedy. We're doing a show. We're doing a movie here. Could you get back here?
That's funny.
All right, so Jader, so you say that you've been watching some movies with a girl.
Yeah.
Kind of playing catch up from her point of view because she hasn't seen a ton of movies in her life.
There's
So what?
so
what
many
are
movies that she has not seen that has been like shocking to me. I want to say the most popular one that she saw that I think everybody gasped as soon as I told them like, oh yeah, we caught up and we saw this, and everyone has been saying like, dude, she hasn't seen that. I was like, no man, I feel terrible, but we saw Fight Club. She's never seen Fight Club before.
Wow.
So I showed her that. We went on showed her that. I showed her American History X because she's never seen that as well. I showed her Prisoners. We saw, what else did we see? She showed me so I've been showing her a lot of my shit, like movies that I like. So obviously in return I have to see something that she likes. So she's been making me watch musicals. So I saw, yeah, I know exactly.
I'd rather get coronavirus.
But like, dude, I showed her like 30 films versus like 3 that she showed me. You get me? So, I mean, the ratio even then is not fair. But I saw Across the Universe. And I'd never seen that before, which I actually enjoyed. I'm not a big Beatles fan. It's not that I don't like them. I just don't listen to them. So it kind of made me appreciate
you like
some songs
way more.
I'm not gonna curse, but no.
Watch it. Jader's a big U2 fan.
Scott will come in here.
Oh,
God, I hate them. I'm sorry if you do.
you too?
But, yeah, I don't like them, man.
Oh, that hurt my spleen, bro.
I know. I get it. It's fine. But yeah, so I saw Across the Musical wise. I saw Across the Universe. I saw Moulin Rouge. And I started watching The Greatest Showman, and I turned it off because I really couldn't get into that one.
Yeah, I was the same. Wow. My wife watched Greatest Showman. I just couldn't. I got up and I probably did the same thing as you.
Wolverine?
Yeah. I'm not a musical fan. I don't like Chicago, any of those flicks. And when Scott told me, because Scott had seen La La Land like 15 times, there were so many different pre-screenings here. Yeah. And he saw La La Land, and he says, "Don't worry about it. It's not typical musical. It's not the same type of thing." The first scene, I'm like, "This son of a bitch." Where
yeah, I hated that opening. But
then I was fine. I actually enjoyed La La Land.
I
really that opening, I was like,
for me,
liar.
La La Land for me still reigns supreme. It has not gotten beat by any of the other musicals that I've seen. So Moulin Rouge, I did not care for it. It was too much for me.
Yeah,
I did like the chemistry between Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor. I thought their scenes were great, but everything after that, or around that, I hated. Not hated. I don't want to say I hated. I just didn't care for it. It's not a movie that I will see again. Like, I've seen it one and done. I showed her Tombstone. She had never seen Tombstone, and now she's like the biggest Doc Holliday fanatic. She's like completely obsessed with that. What else did we see? I got to see Knives Out. That I hadn't seen. That was the first time for me. I honestly thought Knives Out was fun. I think it was a little bit overhyped for me. I thought it was gonna be. I don't know if have you guys seen it?
Yeah.
All right. So I thought it was more of a really whodunit film, and it was kind of something a little different. I didn't hate it, but I think it was. I've seen better. I like Clue more, like from back in the day. Like I thought Clue was a little bit better. What else did I see? I saw. She had never seen. This I just saw at leisure because we both loved it. But I got to see Whiplash again because I hadn't seen Whiplash in like forever.
Oh.
So
love that
movie.
Never seen that.
Yeah. I saw Uncut Gems.
Love that.
I hadn't seen Uncut Gems. I hadn't seen Uncut Gems. I got to see Uncut Gems.
What did you think of Uncut Gems?
I loved it. I really did think that Sandler was snubbed. I know Kyle was saying that he didn't understand the love for the film, but I think he acted his ass off. It's the best Sandler that we've gotten ever. Yep. And the film just gave you such anxiety, and I thought that was the whole point of it. It's so great, and the ending obviously left my jaw on the floor.
Oh my god!
So yeah, that was nuts, man. That was nuts, dude. So
never seen it.
So Oh, dude, you got to, man. It's good. Another one that I saw. I actually saw this before we officially got like quarantined. But on my flight to LA, I had not seen it. I saw Doctor Sleep.
Okay.
And I thought Doctor Sleep was excellent. I don't feel like enough people talk about that film. I thought that I actually, funny enough, liked the first half of the film. Not the first half, the first two acts. I liked a lot. When they started touching on the whole Shining aspect of the film, it was unnecessary. I felt like they did that as for fan service. I didn't read the book. I don't know if it really ends that way, but I felt like it was too fan service for the Shining fans. I didn't hate it, but I just felt like the movie on its own, when it was doing its own thing, was a stronger film. But it was awesome. If you guys haven't seen it, it's great. I really like Doctor Sleep a lot.
I think they had to do that fan servicing because they had the comparisons too much. If they didn't throw that in there, they'd been like,
yeah, people wouldn't go see it.
You know,
what the hell is this? Yeah.
What are you doing, David? What's going on?
I saw another movie that she saw that I had to talk about. She had never seen Silence of the Lambs, and I showed her Silence of the Lambs. I'm telling you, man. And there's so much more that I have like on the queue. I've just been like, I walked outside because I hadn't been outside in forever. I walked outside to walk the dog, and I felt like my eyeballs were gonna like fry because it was so bright out. Because I even have the shutters in my room, so there's no sunlight coming into my room whatsoever. Yeah, dude.
That's healthy too. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about
it. So wait, what's next? What are you gonna have her watch next?
Geez. There's a couple. Well, there's some that I haven't seen. Like I want to see Just Mercy. I haven't seen Just Mercy. And there was another one that I was dying to see. Oh, I want to see The Way Back with Ben Affleck.
Yeah, Ben Affleck.
So those are two that I want to see, and I heard they were both excellent films.
Yeah, The Way Back's on demand now.
Anything with Gavin O'Connor, I'm down. So, you know what movie I did see about? I want to say like a month ago. I saw Miracle, the hockey movie that Gavin O'Connor did with Kurt Russell. I had never seen that film, man.
Oh, really?
And it's fantastic, man. I loved it.
It is really good.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
You want to make that movie better?
Great sports movie.
Watch that movie to the gold medal game, then go watch the actual gold medal game.
Yeah?
Because as great as that movie is, it can't capture the feeling of the not the gold medal game, I mean the Russian game.
Yeah, the Russian
game. Capture that feeling. I mean, don't get me wrong, the movie was great. They did a great job. But if you watch that's a hockey game that I could watch over and over and over and over and over again. So great. It's like even though you know they're gonna win, you're on the edge of your seat watching this freaking thing.
I'm gonna as soon as we get off, I'm gonna do it.
It's great. I'm telling you right now, it's great.
Well, Tim, it's like when you told me to go watch MLB Network the other night, and it was, you know, the 11th and the 12th and the 13th inning, and the Mets and the Astros, and I'm like, what? Oh!
You know what's gonna happen. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you know exactly. You know they're gonna win, but you know you're on the edge of the seat. And we were texting in the Mets chat that we got, and we were like, oh shit. Artie Brilliant has joined us, and he said you should show her The Exorcist if she hasn't seen that one yet.
I showed it to her. I showed her The Exorcist is my favorite horror movie. I showed her The Exorcist and she's not really into horror. But I showed it to her about like 2 or 3 months ago for the first time. And I guess because in the times that we live on now, she didn't think it was that scary. She thought it was kind of like silly at some points. And then, so I kind of was like, I'm never showing you this movie. We're not allowed to talk about this movie because don't shit on it. But she tells everybody, she's like, oh, it's not that scary. He blows it up. I was like, there's no fucking way. This movie is terrifying. But we did see, have you guys seen Train to Busan?
No.
Can you guys please watch that movie? It's on Netflix. And it's a zombie. It's fantastic. It's a zombie outbreak film, but the outbreak occurs in Korea, in South Korea. But it happens during a train. They're all stuck on a train while the outbreak is happening. It's intense. There's no, you just watch it.
You just raised my blood pressure.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's up there.
Steve's overstimulated right now.
I'm gonna watch it tonight when my wife goes to sleep.
Yeah, like I promise you, it's not disappointing whatsoever.
Hey Bert, what have you been watching?
Yes.
Really recently?
Really recently, besides Tiger King,
Yeah. Has something to do with that poster.
I actually went back and watched. Are you talking about Captain America?
No. No,
I have a lot of posters behind there.
Yeah. Batman vs Superman. Talk to me.
Oh God,
Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, okay.
Look at Tim. Tim.
Well, I'm ready for it
Well,
too. Believe me.
Well, yeah. If you guys didn't know, for everyone watching, Zack Snyder on Vero, which is like a social media app type of thing, he did a watch along / commentary of the ultimate cut of the movie, and like full on had like his whole book with the storyboards and all the ideas, as they were going on in the movie. And if you guys live under a rock, if you follow movie news, of course, hashtag release the Snyder Cut has been something that's been brewing and boiling for the last year. And I think it's been rumored that it's going to come out on HBO Max potentially. And I was just really happy that Zack Snyder decided to do that, because Snyder, whether you like his films or you don't like his films, he cares 100% about thing, and really cares about his objects and entertaining the audience. And the fact that he took the time to do that, free, or nothing like that, it was awesome.
It sounds like he wanted
Very,
to torture
very
his fans
fun.
for 2 hours.
Definitely not.
Oh man, it's crazy because the first time I saw BvS, I freaking hated it. I hated it so much, and that's a movie that the more I've seen,
It's the theatrical version, right?
I like. No, I know. When I saw the director's cut, I enjoyed it more because it did fill a lot of plot holes, and that was my main issue with the first film. It was edited very poorly. Like it was just choppy. I hated it. Flow of the story sucked, and I still don't like a lot of things about the movie, but it is better with every watch for me, which was crazy because when I saw Suicide Squad, I actually enjoyed it when we got out of the screening. But then the more I've seen it, the more I hate that movie.
Reverse effect.
And then and Justice League is one that I think I've only seen
this.
the what? Yeah, no. And then Justice League I've only seen once, and I don't care. That's why I'm curious about the Snyder Cut, because I do want to see what's so different about it. But that's a movie that I honestly have not cared to see ever again. I saw it once, and that was it. Like never, I haven't seen it again.
Yeah. I mean, I just want his cut to come out because I want to see his 100% vision for what his movie was. The fact that you stop production halfway, and I love Joss Whedon, but obviously they should have at least postponed it or not filmed it, because that was just a mess of a movie. And he talked about it in his Q&A, in his watch along, that he had like a 5-movie plan after BvS. So like obviously he has this, the story, his vision, it goes way past 2, 3, 4 movies. So the fact that it just ended at Justice League was like something that Warner Brothers just decided to put out just to make their bonuses and just to put it out there without really caring about it. It's just really disappointing.
What's disappointing is not getting a Man of Steel sequel, because that's the best DC film movie in my opinion.
That's true.
And we haven't, and we didn't get in a Batman versus Superman movie. We barely got Superman until the very end. And then in Justice League, spoiler alert, he's a bad guy for he's dead for half of the film, and then he's a bad guy for like a good 25 minutes of the movie, and then he's good for the last 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to see more Superman. But yeah, I mean, we'll see if anything happens, dude. Freaking virus sucks.
And Batman vs Superman ain't making it any better. Tim, Was this a one and done for you? Batman vs Superman.
Oh, I have the ultimate. I like the ultimate version a lot better than the theatrical.
Yeah.
The theatrical version, I walked out of there angry, like beyond angry. I was like, "Wow, did that suck?" The theatrical, I mean, the director's cut, yeah, it filled in so many holes, like you said. That how could you leave these out?
Yeah.
How could you leave the most important things out of this movie? That the editing made no sense to me in that movie.
It didn't.
DC movie, the DCEU, I am very. You all hate me if I went into my DCEU ratings because I don't like any of them. Any of them.
You don't like Wonder Woman?
No, it's
He
garbage.
doesn't.
Wow. That shocked. Shazam was good too.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you why you all like that movie. Because you're all younger and you're all into this Me Too bullshit. And because Donald Trump is president, so you have to like that movie.
What?
That's why.
What the fuck does that mean?
What?
You like that movie? That movie was
Huh?
not good. It was not good. It was boring.
No, it wasn't, man.
The No Man's Land. Oh, how great was No Man's Land? It was garbage. It was boring.
No.
Listen, during the Wonder Woman screening, Scott and I looked at each other about an hour or so into it, and he said to me, "This needs to pick up now." And I don't know if he saw it again because he loved. I was fine with it. I didn't love it like so many other people did. Dan Skip Allen has joined us on the comments, and he's going right after Scott. Does Kiva have a secret word for her German Shepherd that will make it bite Scott Peterson's balls?
Jesus.
He's not on the show. Don't attacks. Scott doesn't join many of these shows, so.
As a representative for Scott, I refuse to comment at this time.
In wrestling terms, Scott's the Jack Tunney of Cine Sports Talk.
Yeah, right.
Ha!
Except with a lot less power.
Pretend power.
Oh man,
Pretend
The
power.
real boss is over here.
He's just obsessed with my immortality.
In my opinion,
Hilarious.
the best DC movie is Shazam. That's the only one I enjoyed the most. The rest of them,
Jeez.
whatever.
I did like Shazam a lot.
Yeah, I know. Not even no. Now I'm gonna fucking just stare to the pot for a little bit. You didn't like Aquaman?
Six F-bombs. Jesus Christ.
Aquaman
Christ, I felt bad doing one. This guy's got me over the freaking hill.
Aquaman was one of those movies where if it
Make us
wasn't for
return worthy.
Jason Momoa, that movie would suck. I don't hate
Right, but-
Aquaman. I don't hate it. I don't like it. It's just like, okay, I saw it. That was decent. I thought what's his name was great, Patrick Wilson. He was just over the top enough. With the rest,
that was fitting more to character though.
what?
So that was fitting
I mean-
more of the character of Orndal. That's why I feel like that's why he did that.
I mean, I feel like
But like you said, he was great in it.
Oh my
I
God.
feel like again, because all right, we already said Man of Steel. For the most part, the majority likes it, right? Then you had BvS, which is lukewarm for most people. So we'll put that. Let's say we'll put that on a bad list. You know. Then you have right after BvS, you have Suicide Squad, which I think the majority kind of agrees on as well that it's not a good film. So that's yeah. But then after Suicide Squad, well, you had Justice League, which again, I mean, well, you had Wonder Woman, which Wonder Woman, general sense is it's positive. It's a good film, so we'll put that under good. Then you have Justice League under bad, so that's 3 already. But then you have Shazam and Aquaman come back to back. Which one didn't you like, Gil?
You
What?
said Suicide Squad was bad.
Yeah. All right. So then, then, I mean, again, the general sense is, and I don't know if you guys saw Birds of Prey or liked it, but I thought Birds of Prey was fine.
I still haven't seen it.
I didn't think
It's
it was
on
a bad
demand
film at
now.
all.
Or is it on
Yeah,
demand
yeah.
now, or is it coming?
It's definitely better than Suicide Squad. It's more entertaining.
It's already
I
on
mean,
demand.
The only
Okay.
thing, I mean, I don't want to talk too much about it, obviously, since you guys haven't seen it, but
I saw it.
and you hated that too?
Like it's okay. See, whenever
It's better than Suicide Squad.
even Kyle just described it the other night. It's a fun movie. It's a fun movie. Fun doesn't translate to good.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people jump out of
That's true.
airplanes for fun. I sure as shit ain't gonna do it. It ain't fun
People
to
told me. People told me Tiger King was fun.
That's not the word?
No.
Of course, Margot Robbie steals the movie. Of course, Margot Robbie's Margot Robbie, but they rushed into that movie. We're like, we're going to throw Margot Robbie into a movie. It's like, just because she was the best part of Suicide Squad doesn't mean she should be getting her own movie.
Yeah.
Well,
Especially
that's more of that was a passion project for her. She took care of practically everything,
Yeah, she really spearheaded that whole thing.
They don't have a Superman, and they're gonna make a movie like Birds of Prey. Get a Superman back.
Well, that's what I mean. That's my whole gripe with DC right now. Like my whole gripe is like we definitely need a Superman sequel. Obviously, we were getting a Batman film, but everything that happened, and I liked Affleck as Batman. I didn't like him in Justice League, but I thought he was a solid Batman in BvS. He wasn't the best Batman, but I thought he was solid. Especially
I thought he was a great Batman.
Yeah. When the whole fighting scene and everything, and he was a good Batman and Bruce Wayne. You usually don't get the combination of both. One is usually good as one and not the other, but he was a combination of both that I felt worked. I just felt like we didn't get to see enough of it.
Yeah, 100%.
But and I definitely hated him in Suicide Squad. I thought they did not write his character proper at all. They made him to be like a freaking pansy. But
Suicide Squad.
But I still kind of like have somewhat hope for the DCU. I want to see a Shazam sequel. I was very excited to see Wonder Woman 1984. But now, which I heard is actually coming straight to VOD, which is crazy. But then they saying they're postponing it now to to August now, right?
Well, Scott Mendelson, he talked about it. There's all these rumors out there that coming straight to on demand, but he said he makes a good point. He said if they're desperate for money, then he sees it because it's going to make 25 to 35% of what it would have made if it goes right to on demand, as opposed to a huge box office return and then on demand return. So he feels that they're just going to push it out. It'd be ridiculous for them to rush it out now.
Wait. Nobody has a problem with the whole entire ending of Wonder Woman and the giant plot holes?
No, I don't. I didn't like the villain.
It sucked.
Like I thought the third act was a little bit too. I don't know. It's the same shit as all the other.
I'll tell you exactly what it was. He had to get on the plane.
That's the general consensus, is that the third act is the weakest part of that film.
No, but look, he had to get on the plane to destroy the ship before it blew up and the gas and everything, right? But he turns to the stereotypical Indian guy and says, "Hey, what is this stuff made of? Oh, it's made of hydrogen. That means you can just use fire and blow it up." Then why'd you have to get on the plane? Shoot it! You don't have to get on the plane. He got on the plane because he had to get on the plane to forward stupid Wonder Woman's. Oh my God, I miss Steve. All you had to do was shoot the plane down. You didn't have to get on the plane. One grenade, the movie's over. Because the whole warehouse of that gas blew up and didn't do nothing to anybody.
It's called dramatic effect, bro. Dramatic effect.
I also had
dramatic effect.
20 reasons why it's Captain America First Avenger rebooted for a woman. But I can't remember all of them, but I remember a few of them. But yeah, come on. I don't know.
Similarities, yeah.
Why that movie?
Yeah, no, a lot of similarities.
Guys, dramatic effect is when the antibiotics kick in and your gonorrhea goes away. That's dramatic effect. Wonder Woman. I mean, I felt like I was watching like a family at the Dust Bowl, back in the 30s, and going, "Oh, well, if you go inside, you won't get dust on you, but if you get on the plane, you know what I mean? What's going on?"
As soon as he said they're hydrogen based, fire will kill it. Shoot the plane. So I actually did one of these in the movie theater. I said, "Did you see that, right? You heard that, right? I'm not the only person who heard that. You don't have to get on the plane, Steve. Don't get on the plane, Steve. Just shoot it down. Steve, get on the plane.
Don't do it."
That's my problem with Wonder Woman.
Tim,
I'm just happy that DC is just sticking on the single movie path instead of trying to make a whole universe and like Marvel, because obviously that didn't work for them.
Oh no, not
Dave,
close.
Dave, what were you
As
trying to
long
say?
as they
Dave?
focus on making strong individual films, you know.
Dave, what were you trying to say?
Huh?
Huh?
Tim, which
David?
movie he preferred? Can you hear what I mean?
Yeah, which movie did he prefer? Out of which two?
Wonder Woman or Captain
Captain Marvel.
or
Oh,
Wonder Woman?
that's funny.
Captain Marvel or Wonder Woman. That's rough. Now I'm gonna go Marvel just because it's a Marvel movie.
It's Marvel.
No way, man. No way.
I agree with that.
Favorite. It's my least favorite Marvel movie. And
Yeah,
it's
that
the
movie
only
sucked
Marvel movie
too.
I have not seen more than once. I saw it.
Dude, I can't agree. Actually, Captain Marvel is in my bottom tier, like bottom 5. The worst Marvel film for me is Iron Man 2. I hate that movie. 2 and 3 are in the bottom,
yeah.
and I want to say
Yeah.
Thor: The Dark World. I mean, I actually like Thor in the Dark World more than I like Captain Marvel.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with
It's
you.
funnier.
It's at the bottom of my list.
Yeah. No, but no. I actually thoroughly enjoyed Wonder Woman. There's no way that I could ever say that Wonder Woman is worse than fucking Captain Marvel.
No way.
That's 7.
Wonder Woman has Gal Gadot, and I'm not gonna lie. There were a couple moments where I saw like little when she smiled. It was like the Dreamweaver scene from Wayne's World. I lost my concentration. I was like, this chick's way too hot to be doing this.
Who? In Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Gal Gadot.
Dude, there's not one scene where she looks bad in that movie. Not
No
one.
way. No
Every
way.
shot, and I was like, damn, they worked it so well, man. Because the same thing, Dreamweaver, Wayne's World, I feel you 100% on that. Every time she came on screen, I was like, she's gorgeous, dude. Jesus.
I think when she was, you know what? Maybe this says something about me, but when she was dressed like the dude.
Yeah,
And it was one scene, like, when she turned around with that hat on. I think I went to sleep for like 5 seconds. I was like, "Whoa,
What the hell just happened?
where am I?"
You blacked out.
That's
All right, so some of the Dan's talking about some of the movies that have been delayed. So wanted to go over some of that. So Ghostbusters Afterlife gets moved to March 5th of 2021.
2021, man.
That's rough. Moved from a July 10th release. Kyle is checking in on us on the comments saying Brie Larson is better than Gal Gadot. Oh boy. He's poking the bear named Tim Tabala.
Oh God.
Have something to eat, Kyle. Have something to eat.
Drink some Gatorade.
No, I don't know. Kyle, get some Gatorade. All right. What else? You got Morbius that was scheduled to come out on July 31st. Now moved to March 19th of 2021.
Wow.
Tom Hanks, the number 1 seed. Greyhound does not get a new date. It's just pushed back from June 12th. And then Kevin Hart's flick Fatherhood is going to be is that pushed back or moved up? It just says October 23rd instead of January 15, 2021. So they're moving that up. It doesn't have a year.
They're moving up.
Okay, so
Yeah, that came forward. That didn't go.
What's up with that? What's up with that one?
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna actually ask about this. I'm gonna ask my roommate. Yo, if you had to pick between Tom Hanks' film career or Al Pacino's, who would you pick? Huh? Tom Hanks? We got another Tom Hanks.
There we go. Time to go vote. Kyle said Brie Larson has as many Oscars as Martin Scorsese.
Big deal.
What's up?
Cuba Gooding Jr. has an Oscar.
There you
Big
go.
deal.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad has an Oscar, absolutely.
Doesn't the kid that talked to Ghost have one too, or whatever? That kid that.
Oh,
Kelly Joel Osment.
Yeah.
No,
Haley Joel.
is he an Oscar winner?
I don't know. I'm just
I
guessing.
don't think so.
No.
Okay. I mean, he just does meth in the park now, right? That's
yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Dude, I was shocked to see him in the Entourage movie.
Oh my god,
He
was in
he's such a
He was
pain in
in
the
The
ass.
He's such a prick
Yeah.
in that. Yeah.
Oh my god, I wanted to pummel him, but Jesus
Yeah, dude, I did
Christ.
too.
You just got me upset. Now I gotta watch the movie tonight. That's it. I gotta watch the movie. Gotta watch the
Actually, you know
movie.
what? I made my girl watch the whole series, and I haven't showed her the movie yet because I told her you're gonna wait as long as I did for this freaking movie. But I think maybe I should show her the movie tonight after the game.
Crush?
Yeah.
Has she seen the show?
I just showed it to her.
The
We
whole-
finished it around the
Oh,
whole
okay.
thing.
Okay, very good.
We finished it a couple months ago, but I told her because she's like, okay, let's watch the movie, and I was like, no, you're gonna wait as long as I did to watch the freaking movie.
Oh, really? That's like Game of Thrones catch up, you know? We
Exactly,
watched
dude.
it as it happened. Everybody caught up.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Jader, can you please? I've been telling Kyle, I don't know how long to watch Entourage. He will love Entourage.
You think he will?
I think he will. He wants to be part of that whole scene.
Of course.
So it's like, he's young. Those guys were young.
Entourage is a male Sex in the City, bro. It's what it is.
Yeah.
I just
It's our male Sex in the City. I don't know because the thing is that the acting is iffy in the beginning.
Yeah.
They get better. They do get better, and I feel like Kyle probably won't get into it because of the acting. You get me?
That could be, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of shows that he hasn't watched. He hasn't watched Breaking Bad. He hasn't watched. I don't know because you were on Death's Door with the coronavirus. I don't know if you saw some of the conversation that Kyle was talking about when he misses all these shows that he hasn't seen.
No, Breaking Bad is definitely one you have to check out, like without question.
Yeah, this is another thing that you're going to disagree with Tim on.
Are you serious, bro? You don't like Breaking Bad either? What the hell's wrong with you, Tim?
I agree.
Why don't you
Breaking
like
Bad
Breaking
sucks.
Bad? Why don't you like Breaking Bad?
I couldn't get past season 3 because every time I watched it, people kept saying, no, wait for this to happen. Okay. No, wait for season 2. It's much better. Okay. No, season 3. Dude, when is it gonna get good?
Yeah, no, if you're not into it by season 3 years, no, because the only thing I've said is you gotta wait. It sucks, but you gotta wait 7 episodes because for me, the show got great once he turns into Heisenberg. Once he turns into Heisenberg and he gets Jesse out of that pickle with Tuco, that for me is when the show like kicked off, and it didn't stop for me.
My problem with that show too was I hated every supporting character on that show. I hated the kids. I hated the wife. I hated
The wife sucks.
I hate the wife.
The wife sucks.
Skyler.
Skyler sucks.
I hate Skyler.
Skyler sucks. Marie sucks. You know who are the best supporting cast? It's Dean Norris, who played Hank. He was amazing.
Awesome. Loved him.
Hank was amazing. Jesse Pinkman is on and off, but I overall liked his character. You know what's crazy? I haven't seen El Camino.
Oh no! I mean, you're not missing much. It's not. It wasn't. I watched it. I was excited about it. I watched it. It wasn't necessary.
It didn't pop the way they thought it was.
Yeah. It wasn't. I mean, it's still cool that they did it. But
the thing is, I think what Tim is saying is like the immediate supporting cast is what sucks because if you talk about the twins, Tuco, Gustavo Fring, those are all great and really well-written characters.
Yes.
The family, in my opinion, sucked as well. Yeah. And that's why, like, when you go on that venture with him, once you reach the end, you'll be kind of like satisfied, like, all right, I'm glad shit went down the way that it did.
Hey, Skyler.
But yeah, so did I. And the thing is that I did a rewatch because I showed the show to my girlfriend as well. She had never seen it. Before we were trying to catch it before El Camino, but we did it. She finished it. But Skyler sucked from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like on the rewatch, because I don't remember hating her that much watching the show. And when I was doing the rewatch, I was like, yeah, no, she sucks from the very
her
beginning.
more. I've watched it 3 times now. I've hated her more and more each time that I've watched it. Dan Skip Allen says Entourage is garbage.
See, I told you, it's not for everybody.
No.
Get him out of here.
Dan,
I didn't like it either.
Kyle wants to know if David just woke up in his car.
Not a
I'm drinking
stakeout.
and driving.
Dan, don't say that too loud. Well, cops got other business to take care of these days. Breaking Bad is great in my opinion. It says Dan Skip Allen. Giancarlo Esposito is awesome. Yes, he is. Have you watched Better Call Saul? Anybody?
Nope. I saw season 1,
I've seen a few episodes.
but
Really,
I heard
really
I heard it's fantastic. Like now, though, I heard season 1 was okay. Season 2 was. I heard.
Show
Go ahead.
with Better Call Saul is that it was billed as a Breaking Bad prequel, but it's really not. That's the thing about it. Like standing on its own, like it's so good.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a Breaking Bad prequel. It is a prequel.
No, I'm saying,
but it
is what I'm saying. But that's what
it could be great on its own
when it premiered.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, because they had to, they had to tie it in.
It's marketing, man.
Yeah. But it's great. And Kyle wants to know if Dan's feeling better. Dan, the news broke from Scott Peterson that Dan had the coronavirus. So we wish Dan the best.
Oh wow!
Hope
Sorry
he's
to hear
doing
that.
well. So Kyle wants to know if he was feeling better, and he just said, "Shut up." And that's rude, Dan. He's just looking out for your best, your well-being.
Yeah.
What else got moved? Peter Rabbit 2. Kyle, that's all you. Next year, it was supposed to come out August 7th. Now it's going to be January 15th. And Uncharted.
Yeah, from summer to January, huh?
Yeah, it's a rough one. Well, it's in August. It moved to the dumping grounds of summer to the dumping grounds of winter. August to January.
I don't know, man, because Bad Boys 3 came out in January, and that's the best movie of the year so far.
For life. For life, Tim. For life, Timmy.
Bad boys.
Made over 400 million worldwide. Baby.
Wait a second. So, like the center row in this 6-man show is there. You guys are rivals, bro.
I just didn't like the first two, so why am I going to go see the third one?
But I love the first two.
That's quality. That's quality movies you're missing out there, man. Here, you don't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, how old were you guys in the 90s? Did you guys remember Martin? Like, what?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually saw the first Bad Boys in theaters.
I couldn't do it.
And then Bad Boys 2 was my first R-rated film that I got to see on my own. So very dear to my heart.
You know what mine was? Ernest Saves Christmas.
Hey, my brother took me to see that in Sheepshead Bay.
Wait, that's not R-rated, is it? It should be.
No,
it's not.
No, but I still saw it. My brother took me to see that in Sheepshead Bay movie theaters. The last one is Uncharted. Gets delayed.
Again,
that movie is so cursed.
That movie's never gonna get made
Ever.
Oh wait, no. Okay, so it was supposed to be March 5th. Come out March 5th, 2021. It's now scheduled to open October 8th of 2021.
Wow.
Yeah, Uncharted, and the New Mutants have like a curse on them. Because New Mutants was supposed to come out like 2 weeks ago, and it literally the week it was coming out is when they did the AMC started shutting down all their theaters and stuff like that.
Is the New Mutants? Is it actually based on the comic? The New Mutants. Yeah. So it's got Warpath and Shatterstar and Domino.
Supposed to. I don't know if it has Domino.
That's X-Force. Isn't that X-Force?
No, they were in the New Mutants first.
No, this
then
is
they were.
movie.
Then they were in X-Force.
They should just release the movie on Hulu. Honestly,
just do it.
Because it's not like
just make it happen.
Like Disney didn't spend money to make that movie. 20th Century Fox did, so they're not going to take a loss on it, regardless. Or just take the small little loss you'll take and put it on Hulu so everyone can watch it.
Yeah,
because it's like ridiculous at this point. It was so close to coming out. They released another trailer. It was like, oh, it's finally happening, and then fucking coronavirus.
I think they've delayed that movie like 2 years already, right? It's been 2 years since it's been delayed already.
Wow. Yeah, it was supposed to come out, I think, 2017.
Hey, you guys,
crazy.
An inside scoop.
Yes.
I have a source inside Disney who's pretty dead on for the last few things that he told me, but he mentioned to me.
Is it Bob Iger?
No, I wish it was Bob Iger. If it was Bob Iger, I wouldn't be essential. I'll tell you that right now. I'd be home. He told me that there was a big battle going on because certain people wanted to release Black Widow right to Disney Plus, and others are saying no because they want the money. So I'm sure you can figure out who's who in that equation.
Of course.
For sure.
I'm pretty sure Marvel wants to release it as like a gift, and Disney's saying, we ain't losing on that money. There's no way in hell.
That's a lot of money to lose, man.
They were
That's a lot of money.
Yay close to putting it out. First on video on demand, and then a week later on Plus.
Wow.
And then there's the big shot said not a chance.
I heard the same thing about Mulan. I heard Mulan was on that equation as well.
I don't know about that. I was really concerned.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's rumored it's going to get released on
push
Disney
Mulan
Plus.
right out.
Yeah,
Gil,
Bert
you saw
actually
Mulan, right?
Yeah,
How was
I
it?
might be the only person that's seen Mulan.
I think
It's
so.
good.
You saw it way
It
early.
takes some out-
You were going to cover a press day,
Yep.
and then they shut the whole
I
shit down.
I literally wrote the review and sent it to Scott, and it was just like, well, shit. But yeah, I mean, just to kind of give a little mini review of it, I wouldn't say it's definitely not the original, but it does some things that sets it apart from the original one, which has been the main problem with all these Disney adaptations of their animated classics, that they're trying to make them exactly like the original one, but this one takes some new directions, which hit or miss depending on what you like. But I enjoyed them. But like I said, I thought it was really good. So I hope people can see that in the theater. Hopefully, when all gets cleared up. If not, they got to do what they got to do. So
That's crazy, man.
All right, couple things here. We have a feud building on the comments between Kyle and Dan. Kyle already has a feud with Reese Witherspoon. If you guys haven't seen that over the last week, Reese, as she took down Amy Adams, there always seems to be a feud between Kyle and Dave. And now there's a feud with Kyle and Dan. They're going back and forth there. And then Dan says, "Hey, Jader. Is that
Nate,
did you win your
Ralph?
Schmodown match? You can tell me. I won't tell anybody else."
You have to see April 3rd, man. It premieres this. My Schmodown match premieres this Friday, man.
Yeah, that's where I kind of wanted to close this out. Jader mentioned traveling back and forth between here and LA, where he obtained the coronavirus, and so he's been back and forth. He was picked out of a. Well, I'll let you tell the story, the shortened version of it.
Yeah, very short. I've told this freaking story so many times.
I know.
Oh, come on, force yourself.
All right, so if you guys are not familiar, you guys as seeing Sports Talk, there are some guys called the Schmoes. They they cover kind of what this page is. They cover movie reviews and movie news and the whole thing out over in LA, and they have this kind of this show that it's kind of like wrestling meets movie trivia, like Jeopardy, with characters and heels and faces and tweeners and this whole character thing. And actually, Gil, Kyle, myself, and my girlfriend, we went up to Orlando because they had a show up in Orlando, and
they had a live event last year.
It was a live event. And we were sitting in the audience, and I think like a month before the show was announced, they said that they were going to do something special for the Orlando crowd because we had sold they sold a lot of tickets for that show. And so they said that we were going to, whoever purchased a ticket, doesn't matter the price of the ticket, they were going to put someone in a raffle. Four winners. We're going to go up against each other that on that stage. And whoever won that movie trivia contest would be part of their show. And yours truly actually ended up winning. That's the long story short. The long story, a little bit longer story was my girlfriend won the actual ticket. She gave me her ticket, and then I got on stage, and then I ended up winning. And then they flew me out to LA. I did my my episode was done March 7th, and then it's premiering this Friday. But it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty big deal. Actually, ESPN is doing an article on the whole Schmodown thing. We have a couple celebrities that actually might be doing it. The guy that created this was Christian Harloff. He used to write for WWF back in the day. And he's the one that create. He's the content creator and everything. But yeah, man, it premieres this Friday, and pretty hype, man. Awesome. Pretty good shit. Yeah, dude.
Can't wait.
Where can everybody see it?
They're gonna post it. It'll be on YouTube once it'll premiere on Friday. They usually do it like around I want to say like 3 p.m. us or around 1 p.m. It'll be like once they premiere it, I'll share it on the page so you guys can see it.
Yeah, for sure. The Hurricane.
Whoop whoop.
The Hurricane.
Yeah, man. What sucks is that they put a pause on all this, man, because we're already booking like 3 more matches, and now everything is completely on pause. The only one that are doing anything are the ones that obviously live out in LA. So right now they keep sending us emails that stay put until this shit blows over.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I get it. Somebody's real jealous of you in the chat. Dan says, I would have gotten all the same questions he got right if they had picked my number.
Next time, Dan.
Oh, Dan was there too.
No, he wouldn't.
All right, let's wrap this bad boy up here as we finish up shooting the shit here. As we have done, this is our fourth episode of Shooting the Shit here on Cinesports Talk. So we go round robin here. Any final words of encouragement for anybody out there? We'll start with Dave.
Just stay home, people. I'm tired of being at work, being essential.
Essential at the port.
Yes.
At the port.
Tired of it. Stay home.
How many people are booking cruises, man?
Right now, no one, but we have a lot of cruises still there, trying to get home, and every day it's something new with these folks.
I just bought a bunch of Norwegian stock today.
They were like at $10, right?
Yeah, it was like 10:30. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was checking them out.
I was checking it out last night. I grabbed it today. I was like, all right, let me get in.
Everyone's becoming Jordan Belfort all of a sudden.
All right. All right, Jader, what you got for everybody?
Nothing, man. Just, I'm glad that Tim could admit that Wonder Woman was better than Captain Marvel. You know, and and honestly, yeah, the whole stay home thing, man. Honestly, like the faster we pay attention, and none of you assholes are at the beach. And I don't get it. Just stay home and this will be over quickly, man.
You guys see the pastor that held church services twice on Sunday?
Well, those connection plates aren't going to pass themselves. What do you think is going to happen, dude? Come on.
Well, they have a warrant out for his arrest now. I don't know if he got arrested yet, but
I heard he got arrested.
He did. Okay. Yeah. And what about all the people that showed up? Oh my God! All right, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on it. Bert, what you got?
Just want to give a shout out to all the people working in the medical field, nurses, doctors that are risking their lives, literally helping to treat everyone with this corona going on. And like David said, stay home, people. I haven't gone out today, so I'm home
today.
So please stay home so you can get all.
It's been 3 weeks.
Today.
Listen, Bert was at a different location from episode 2 to episode 3. We called him out on it.
I might be at a different location tomorrow. You never know.
Oh Lord. Just spread it all over the place.
Yeah, Bert is patient zero.
Yeah. Right. I don't know about all that, but Arick, what you got?
Like I said, I work right on the fourth. I guess I'm the fourth essential or third. I work at a grocery store. I manage a grocery store. But the thing is, man, is like people need to stop being so arrogant and selfish. Like, you don't need to go to the store and get a paper and get a gallon of milk. I mean, go to the store, get your stuff, get stuff for a week. I mean, I understand you got to go out and get your stuff and you got to get whatever, but plan smartly. Think about the other guy. Think about me. Think about Tim. Think about Bert. Think about Jader. Think about David. Think about Steve. We all got families. We're all people. Don't make it about yourself. Think ahead. Be smart. Get a bunch of stuff that's going to last you 6-7 days because you're not supposed to leave anyway. So make it easier on me. Make it easier on everybody else. Go in the store, get your shit, and get the hell out. Because
you don't need 8 months of toilet paper, guys.
Yeah, and I have toilet paper. So you want to come get it? Then get the hell out of my store. That's. And one more thing: if you're 75 years old, you don't need to come to the store, any store, and get a freaking candy bar, and then say, "Oh, geez, I didn't think the sun was going to shine today. Oh, look at that!" For Christ's sake, go home, old man, and watch bowling.
I felt terrible, but I said that. No, that was before it got like as serious as it did, but they were already shutting down stores. A guy walked into my store, and I work for T-Mobile.
Yeah.
And an old man walked into the store, and he goes, "You guys are dead, huh?" And then I'm like, "Do you not know what's going on?" And then I tell him, like, "Oh, you haven't heard about the virus?" And I'm like, "It attacks you." I'm like, if you get hit with this, you're not gonna survive. And his eyes kind of went like, and I'm like, you should be home. I'm like, get out.
You should be.
The reason why he walked into my store wasn't to purchase anything. It wasn't to pay a bill. It was because his Facebook stopped working.
So go to the phone store. That's where you go.
Yeah. So it's fun, man.
I don't know. You fixed his Facebook, and you made him
not working.
And you made him join Cine Sports Talk.
Absolutely. I like the page from his Facebook.
That's the only way to
say everybody. You gotta use your head. Like if 90% of the public paid attention 3 weeks ago, I'm serious. I mean, this is not Trump's fault. This is not Cuomo's fault. This is our fault, man. We did not listen. Like nobody said. Everybody thought, there's still people that think it's a hoax. There's still people that think it's the Illuminati. There's still people that think Keith Richards and Betty White had unprotected sex. So it's like, it's like, just to sum it all up, guys, and everybody out there listening, like I said, I work at a store. I know the bullshit that goes on, and I see it every day. And I'm very disappointed in the human race right now. Not just for me. I mean, I got to work no matter what. I've got to give you what you need no matter what. That's what I chose to do. That's what I'm doing. Okay? Regardless of what it is or not. I made that choice. But I'm asking everybody, plan ahead, get your shit, get the hell away from me.
Very good. Very good. Timmy?
I have spoken.
I can't. You guys all said it perfectly, so I'm just going to say my essential house wants to stay home, so let's cut the crap. And I just watched the Backstreet Boys sing "I Want It That Way" from their living room, so this all has to stop.
That sounds like
that's a classic, bro.
That's a great.
That's a classic.
I'm not knocking
classic.
it, but they're all in their living rooms in separate places. It's
you want to know what's crazy? That
it's so bizarre.
the Backstreet Boys are better than you two.
Ooh.
Sit on that for a little bit.
I'll give that one to you, Jay. I'll give it to
You want to see the Backstreet Boys together on stage, not in their own living rooms and in their bathrooms, singing "I Want It That Way." So it's like, what's going on in the world? Knock it off already.
First of all, how old are they that they're still calling them the boys?
Yeah,
they're like 40.
Boys, new edition. New edition's not new, man. Don't get crazy.
All right, very good. So I echo everybody's sentiments there. Stay your ass at home, please. You're putting others at risk, and you're just making this longer than it needs to be. So stay home, please. We're going to be doing our part, getting content out to you guys, just like Timmy gave you the look. You don't get that look from Timmy. But we got the content coming. We're trying to bring. We got to give you 4 shows last week. This week we got tonight. We got a show tomorrow. The Just Too Sweet show with the boys. Wednesday, the Put in the
I
Book
wore the
show.
perfect shirt for that, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, Ric Flair.
Oh, the Ric Flair.
That's not a Just Too Sweet shirt, though. What's up?
Oh, I
What's
need
up?
one.
We gotta get
I take donations.
coming soon
We'll get you one.
Oh,
For the
we
low
gotta
price.
trade off, Jader.
of $9.99.
Oh, man.
Wednesday, we got the Put in the Book show, the New York Mets show. Baseball's on hold, but we're still going to go ahead. We're going to be talking about classic seasons, classic series, playoffs, all that good stuff.
Nice.
Thursday is we're tentatively scheduled to do a new on streaming show. We'll talk about what's coming up on Amazon, Netflix, Hulu, maybe even
Everybody should be paying attention to that one.
Yeah, because that's all you got. That's all you got. So we'll talk then, and then we're probably going to do another Saturday show to recap the week in the March Madness actors and actresses poll. So take a look out for that. So that would put us at 5 episodes for this week. So we're going to keep the content rolling here. Get the creative juices going. Dan says nobody cares about the Mets. Get over the Bill Buckner thing. Yeah. It's been a long day. You guys have won titles since then. There's no reason to have the animosity towards the Mets. I know they flashed. Congratulations, Boston Red Sox, on the Shea Stadium board, and the Mets won. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
The Red Sox #1 rated prospect name is Jader.
Jeter. They just got him from the Dodgers, and he's also sour grapes because
I'm never going to live this down.
You just let the best outfielder you've had in like 60 years trade him because of money to the Dodgers. All right, that'll do it for us, guys. We appreciate you watching. We will talk to you later. Peace out.
Peace.